heard what the President said. We're going to bring you some snippets of it. President Kovind hails farm laws, driving straight into the agricultural sector. Hailing the farm laws, President Ram Nath Kovind says that the government has ensured implementation of Swaminathan Commission report and has ensured MSP boost for farmers. He's also said there that the government has busted fake news being spread on the farm laws. President says many political parties supported these reforms in the past and were passed after a debate in the parliament only. President expresses anguish over 26 Jan violence, says that we respect peaceful protests, but it's not right to disrespect the national sentiments. Here, President Ram Nath Kovind dived straight into the farm laws, the reforms that's been brought in by the Modi government over the 3 new farm laws. He says that misinformation has been spread. President Kovind hails the farm laws, saying that this is only going to boost the agricultural sector. Modernization is important and successive governments have been pushing for the sector to be modernized. What happened now? Let's take a listen. President Ram Nath Kovind, even as at least 19 opposition parties boycott the presidential address here, he hails the farm laws right at this session.
माननीय सदस्यगण, व्यापक विमर्श के बाद संसद ने 7 महीने पूर्व 3 महत्वपूर्ण कृषि सुधार, कृषक उपज व्यापार और कृषक संवर्धन और सरलीकरण विधेयक, कृषि सशक्तिकरण और संरक्षण, कीमत आश्वासन और कृषि सेवा करार विधेयक और आवश्यक वस्तु संशोधन विधेयक पारित किए हैं। इन कृषि सुधारों का सबसे बड़ा लाभ भी 10 करोड़ से अधिक छोटे किसानों को तुरंत मिलना शुरू हुआ। छोटे किसानों को होने वाले इन लाभों को समझते हुए ही अनेक राजनीतिक दलों ने समय समय पर इन सुधारों को अपना भरपूर समर्थन दिया था। देश में अलग अलग फोरम पर देश के हर क्षेत्र में 2 दशकों से जिन सुधारों की चर्चा चल रही थी और जो मांग हो रही थी, वह सदन में चर्चा के दौरान भी परिलक्षित हुई। लोकतंत्र और संविधान की मर्यादा को सर्वोपरि रखने वाली मेरी सरकार इन कानूनों के संदर्भ में पैदा किए गए भ्रम को दूर करने का निरंतर प्रयास कर रही है। मेरी सरकार ने लोकतंत्र में अभिव्यक्ति की आज़ादी और शांतिपूर्ण आंदोलनों का हमेशा सम्मान किया है।
Let me quickly cut across to Rahul Srivastav, our National Affairs editor, joining us live for more details on that. Rahul, we saw President Ram Nath Kovind very articulately, unfazed by the fact that 19 opposition parties have boycotted this session, have gone on to hail the farm laws, diving straight into speaking on the Republic Day violence, condemning the violence, saying that national sentiments must be respected. He hailed farm laws, pushing for reforms in the agricultural sector. One after the other, point by point, he established the reforms made by the Modi government and how it's trickled down to benefit people at large. And the government is focused around uplifting the farming community. Misinformation is being busted. That's being worked upon. This is what and much more that President Ram Nath Kovind take us through the key takeaways from this address.
Nabila, as far as the joint sitting is concerned in Parliament, as far as the first session of the year is concerned, the script is written by, crafted by the cabinet. It is a script which is provided by the government and the president reads it in the joint sitting. So it's largely not the president but the government which is staying unfazed as far as the blistering agitation at the borders of Delhi, which led to series of violence incidents inside Delhi on the 26th of January. And then today, yet another year where the opposition has decided, led by the Congress party, 16-odd parties which are part of a bloc which wrote to the speaker that they are boycotting, and also parties like the Akali Dal, AAP and BSP, which are not part of that bloc but are opposing, boycotting the joint sitting. The fact remains that despite that, there is a very strong mention by the government in the president's speech about the farm bill. There is a strong defense and also an appeal that protests are justified democratically, but peaceful protest is the order, should be the order of the day. Not only that indicates that though the opposition may be demanding the repealing of the bill, the government remains firm And if there is a protest happening outside Delhi and inside Parliament, there are more theatres involved as far as the protests are concerned. The government is not buckling down. That's the first key element. What sources are saying that the government is even ready to discuss the violent incidents or the farm protests which are taking place. But on the farm bills, there is a certain degree of clarity that nothing doing the bills, the laws are staying. The second important element was the mention of LAC and the skirmish with China. Though the president's speech, in the president's speech, the government did not mention the term China, but there was a mention that there was an attempt to disturb the status quo as far as the LAC is concerned, and our brave forces are battling out on under some very hostile conditions. Then another very significant element, apart from the rundown usual achievements of the government, was the mention of the Ram Temple. The mention that the construction of a Ram Temple has started in Ayodhya was a very, very high point to be noticed, that the government has made it a part of its achievement as far as the year gone by is concerned. Beyond that, the government crafted the speech around around all the achievements in terms of Atmanirbhar Bharat, the government's achievement during the COVID period, how the COVID battle was tackled, how the vaccinations are being pushed into the public so that more and more can be inoculated as quickly as possible. But then on, from here on, the speech may be over. Today afternoon, the economic survey will be coming. One will have to wait and see what does the economic survey say, what does the government has to say as far as the economic outlook is concerned. But I think the manner in which the opposition has stayed away from it indicates a very stormy session, in a session as far as the economy of the country is concerned, because on the 1st, there is going to be the budget, union budget to be presented by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman.
Right. Rahul there, thank you.